to look like this, you have to be conscious of the choices you make, the people that you hang around, the decisions that you make, the people that's in your life that's trying to help to take heed to what they're trying to tell you. Because if not, this is how you're going to look. This is where you're going to end up at. Miserable. No one want to deal with you. You have to listen and take heed to people when they're trying to help. Period. Because I did that, that's how my life turned. And this is what can happen for you. Right now, you have the opportunity to never go this route, to never be like this. By listening to your teachers, your family, and paying attention to them. Because if not, that's what happens to your life. And I was just like you. Just like you. Played football, had scholarship opportunities, but because I didn't want to take heed to the opportunities that was given to me, because I wanted to be cool, because I wanted to fit in, I understand the pressures of school, and peer pressure and wanting to fit in. I understand all of that. And I put that ahead of myself. And because I did that, one choice led to another, led me to those facilities. So right now, you have the opportunity to never go that route. And that's why I come and speak to people, young people like yourselves and others. Because I know how it felt. I sat in the very same seats that you're sitting in right now. I know. So you have to really take heed to what's given to you, the opportunities that are given to you. This is a beautiful school. I'm walking around looking at this school like, wow, this is an awesome school. This is nice. The facility, it really is a beautiful school. You got schools that don't look nothing like this, brother. That when as soon as you walk in, it's just misery. You have to really realize what's before your eyes and opportunities that you have. You have to. I didn't do that. I came from a single parent home. I didn't have a father, so I know how that could be. I didn't have a male role model, somebody to instill in me things that men need. Because my belief, only a man could raise a boy to be a man. That's how I feel. Period. If you need electrical, you need the socket fixed, you're gonna get an electrician. If your toilet fix is broke, you need to fix it, you're gonna get a plumber. So understand it's hard. It's hard for single men. Young men that are being raised by single women. I understand. But if you have men in your life, some man, whoever he is, the guy that's down the street, your uncle, a teacher, anybody, if he's trying to feed into you and tell you some good information, take heed to it. Because it doesn't matter that if he's your father or not. It's not about the message, it's about the message. So take heed to that message. Now to go back to, I grew up in a single parent home with my mother. She did the best she could with me. But I knew what to do with Mom. I knew what to say to her to get me out of certain things. Because she wasn't forceful, she wasn't firm and strong with me. I knew to go home when I had them crutches. I don't know how to finesse this. I don't want to play ball no more. I want to hustle. I want to go down the street and get this money. I want to go shoot down North Carolina. How can I get out of this? Mom, what happened, baby? I got a helmet to the shin. Oh, well, you still want to play? Not really. If you don't want me to. I knew just what to do, manipulate it. Where if a male role model would have been in my life, boy, you going out there and play that football. Get out of here. What you mean? You okay? You can walk? You going to heal up? You going to get out there and play? And I've still been able to go to college on a full ride scholarship. But because I started at an early age learning the power of manipulation and went from her to a woman, and then from a woman to a judge, and then from a judge to a correction officer. But then I said, I need to change. I want to change my life. I'm tired of the same cycle over and over and over again. You might not be able to identify as far as the prison system, but you might be able to identify with why my grades aren't where they need to be. Why I'm not making a team. Why I can't start up this little t-shirt business. Why I can't have a relationship with this young lady that I like. It all comes from confidence and pushing yourself to excel at anything you want to do. You can have anything you want, period. I know it's cliche, people hear it, but it's the truth. Anything you ask for in this universe, you ask God for, you can have. But you have to work hard for it. And it will be given to you, period. I don't care what it is. And even if the mere fact that you're asking for it only proves that you can have it. Because we only ask for what we can truly have, period. So if you want that young lady, if you want to start that business, if you want to get A's, if you want to make the team, you can do it. If you want to make your mother proud, you can do all of this. All this is obtainable. But you have to make the choices and decisions to do what you need to do for yourself and others, period. I tell my son all the time, right around this age, we like to say, I'm a man. I'm a man. Are you really? Think about it. My definition of a man is someone who is able to take care of himself and others. Can you really take care of yourself and others right now? If not, now's the time to start training for that. Now's the time to start training yourself up to be a man, to be respectful, and to be young ladies, and to be women. To be respectful, to respect others, to be responsible, and excel. And that formula will take you anywhere in life. Anywhere. So all it does really come down to is just listening, paying attention, and taking chances and choices that's there for you to have. It's the only way you're going to be able to excel. If you do that, you won't end up in the system and places that I ended up in. Years after years after years. It took me 15 years to get it right. 15 years because of a few choices I made. I can bring it back to the very few 3 choices that I took to make me have a 20-year slide in my life. And all 3 of those choices came from surrounding people choices that I made and hang around certain people. Those people that I hung around with are nowhere to be found now. They're either dead or incarcerated, never come home ever again. The ones that I choose not to be around with are all the successful people now. That still stuck a hand out for me while I was in the midst of my misery, asking me, yo, Dale, you need help? Come on, man, let me help you. Let me do this with you. And still to this day are connected to me. Some of my best friends ever. Right now, you have the choice to be around those people, to choose to be around those people and not the other ones. The other ones that are going to be nothing but detrimental to you. These years are very important for you right now, man. Very important for you. These years right now, what you do right now with your life is going to determine the rest of your life. That's why I like talking to this group more than any group. Because to me, this is very important right here. Whether you guys know it or not, right here is the formative years or how you're going to be as a man or woman. Right now, the decisions that you make, the people that you hang around, the things that you do, right now is going to determine what type of person you're going to be. It is what it is. I know you might hear that. You want to know how far you go in life? Look at the 3 people that you're around and hang around the most. Just really take a look at them. When you go home today, or even right now. Raheem, Clark, James, Singh, whoever they are. And look at them and then look at you. This is going to determine who you're going to be like. Sometimes we laugh at identification and we do that. But this is how it is. You want to be successful, you be around other people that's successful. You go with them, you get what they got. If not, this is what's going to happen. It's just the reality of it. It's just the reality of it. It's all about who you with and who you want to be around and what you want out of life. Period. What do you really want out of life? You know, ask yourself that. What you really want? You understand what I'm saying? What do I really want out of life? And how hard am I willing to work for to get it? Because you only get one chance at life. One chance at life, man. You only have one life. So right now, the decisions that you make is going to form that. Today I have a relationship with my mother. I didn't have a relationship with my mother for years. For years I didn't even really speak with my mother. And even when I say that, it embarrasses me. I'm shameful for saying that. I thought if I distance myself from my mother and my sisters, I'm helping them. I don't want them to see them. I want them to see what I'm doing. When in reality, that's a messed up way of thinking because I'm the man. I'm supposed to be the man of the house. I'm supposed to be there to protect them, provide for them. Talk to them every morning. Ma, you all right? You need anything? But my thinking was skewed. It was backwards. Today when I go in people's homes, they don't hide stuff. These are all the things that happened to me. This is all where I went to. When I was just like yourselves. I never thought I never woke up saying, you know what, when I'm going to be 32, I'm going to start going to prison. When I'm in my 20s, I'm going to start going to jail. That never happened. I didn't think that. My whole way of thinking was about athletics and sports. But some way, being around certain people, making those decisions, changed my whole way of thinking. It could take a split second. So you have to be driven. You really have to be driven and put goals together. Put goals together. Short-term and long-term goals, and really achieve them and go after them. Don't just coast. Because if you just get by, now you're going to just be getting by in life. And nobody don't want to do that. I know the term now you guys say is get the bag. I want to get the bag. Only way you're going to get that bag is by getting out here working. That's the only way you're going to get that bag.
Yep.
You got to get out here to get that bag. That bag ain't going to come to you. You got to go out there and get it. You got to stay focused. You have to, man. That's the only way things are going to happen for you. This is the way you want people to trust you. You want people to look up to you. You want people to count on you and depend on you. And that's the way I was. I used to have to get up every day for count. To be counted as a number. Now people count on me and depend on me. That's a beautiful feeling. And I know you guys want that. You want people to look up to you and depend on you and need you. And if not happening now, it's going to be happening soon. Because you all are young adults. So right now is what's going to foster your life. Right now, the choices that you make, the people you hang around, is going to determine what type of person you're going to be, what type of man you're going to be, what type of woman you're going to be, what type of mother, what type of father. It's very important. It's very important, guys. Go ahead.
I got a question. Back to you talking about the beginning story. So
Yeah.
you said you know how to manipulate your mother and say all the rest like this. So why you wanted to hustle and do that when you had football? What made you want to do that?
Good question. Wanting to fit in. To me, that was more glamorous. That became more cooler than the athletics. And to be honest, I didn't have the work ethic for it anymore. And that's what it's about, being brutally honest, being transparent. Because that's how you're going to change your life. To be honest with yourself. And that's what it was. I didn't want to get up and run those Okie drills. I didn't want to run the sprints anymore. I wanted the easy way. Because at the end of the day, I got into football for the love, but we also get into it to make money later on in life. I want to be wealthy, get out here and get this money. But because of the thinking was skewed, I can get money this way too, and it's easy. And it's going to flash. All the girls want that. They got the fly cars. I can get this instantly. Instant gratification in a messed up way of thinking that I was thinking. When this way, it was going to take work, time, dedication, perseverance, all those words that we don't like to really do. You understand? So that's why I made that choice to be like, well, I know what to say to her to do that. And look what it brought me, years of misery. Where if I would have did the hard work, the perseverance, the dedication, striving for excellence, I might be talking to you guys right now, but with a different story. Just getting out of the league. Or maybe not even getting to the league, but graduating with a degree from a full ride and have my own business. So to answer your question, that's why. Because it was the easy way out. And that's what we have to do as young men and women right now. Go ahead, sister.
In total, how many years did you do?
All together? All together, I must have did like maybe 10 to 12 years of incarceration. Yeah. The longest strip was 5.5. 5.5. And you think I thought about it? I never thought that would be me. Even though I didn't have a father, I got an excellent mother, excellent grandmother. You know, y'all know down home, down south. Boy, you better do what I say. Okay, grandma, you got me. You got it, grandma. Yeah, we all know that Big Mama. I had Big Mama. But when Big Mama passed, all I had left was Little Mama. And Little Mama had me at a young age, 16. You know, I love my mother to death, but in essence, she was a child as well. We both coming up together. And that's very prevalent in our society now. Very. So in a lot of instances, you guys are going to have to do some thinking a little bit on for yourself. It might be like that in a lot of households where you might not have nobody to go to, but you still know what's right and wrong. Or you still know somebody that you can go see and connect with. And that's what you have to do. You have to reach out and search for information. Just like you go on that internet to look for the hottest, the latest, this and that, you have to do that the same thing with for information that you need. We all guilty of it. We all go online and look up, oh, who this or who that. Jeezy dropped something new. Okay, let me see what's up with that. Bam, bam, bam. We got to do the same thing with our life, too. Yeah, you know. We got to do the same thing. So, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, it's all together about that, man. About a 5-year stretch. And initially, nobody came to see me. Nobody came to see me. You know, my family told me, like, look, we love you, but after a point in time, it's like, that's it, we're done. And I had to understand that. And I play the tape back now, and my mother tried to do everything that a parent can do to deter their son or their child from going the wrong route. Tough love, soft love, you gotta get out of my home, everything. But it came down to what? My choices. She gave me all the information I needed. Big Mama gave me all the information I needed. In school, the coaches gave me all the information I needed. But I made the wrong choices. And those choices brought me to that place I was at. For 15 years of my life. Took 15 years of my life. I was no longer Dale Cummings that comes out. 808-964-B410102. Get up. Tight to the right. You get anywhere out the right, you're getting upside the head. This is what my life came to. Having to watch myself, watch my back. take 3 minutes, and I still eat very fast. It's institutionalized.
That's not my father.
Because the mess hall move like this.
That's why he.
You eat fast. You say your father, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? And but it's just the reality of life, what happens to us. That's what happens.
He's like a beast.
Yeah, because you know why? You know why? Because you only allow a certain amount of time in the mess hall.
And then you do that, and then you look up and look back down.
You have to watch your back. But who wants to live like that? Who wants to live like that? That's how I live my life every day. Taking showers. I ain't got to tell y'all about showers. You use your imagination. In and out. In and out. And see, that's what my life became. Taking showers with NFL prospects to taking showers with some of the worst people in the state of New Jersey. All within a matter of 10 years that happened in my life. And how'd that happen? How do you think that happened? How do you think that happened? Just exactly. My choices and my decisions. That's the only reason why I'm trying to express that to y'all so much. That's very important. And right now, you never have to be 808-964-B410-102. Or even if that's not in your sight, you never have to be that mother that can't provide for your son. Or that father that can't get your daughter that dress. You can get them anything you work hard for. If you provide for yourself and your family, you can do it. But the only way you're going to do that is by making good choices and decisions. By pushing yourself in school and excelling. I know school is hard, sometimes for some of you. Or some of you might not even like it. I was like that. As you? Hey, I understand. My son's the same way, man. I understand. But as a man, I'm going to tell you right now, as men, we have to do things sometimes that we don't like to do, but we have to do them. Can you understand that, young brother? Can you really understand that? Yeah. Sometimes I might not want to get up and work out, but you know what? I'm 47 years old. I got to stay in shape. You know what I'm saying?
47.
Like,
Right.
Yeah, thank you.
Right.
Yeah. But this is life, though. It's your decisions that you make. And sometimes you don't want to go to work, but you got to get up and you got to go to work. So that's why school, I didn't know then, but I know now, school is the blueprint for life. It's the playground to practice for life. Yeah, brother.
When you're incarcerated, how did it affect your kids, and what level are you with them now? Have they forgiven you, or are y'all back together, or how that
Excellent
picture look?
Excellent question. Because I was the type of individual I was, God didn't bless me with children of my own. Because you know what? I wouldn't have been a father. I was an out of the system. There was no way I could have been a father. But once I got my life together and became a productive member of society and went to school to further my education in personal training and life and fitness coach and being a nutritionist, and also meeting my beautiful wife and taking on her son as mine. You know? That's when I was able to be a father. And now I realize that was all in God's plan. Because I wouldn't have been no type of father to them if I'd have been, I would have never been a good father to them. Or even before that, let's back it up. She would have never even accepted me as a man. Because she don't play that. And ladies, you should do the same. Only accept a man that you know is worthy of you. Period. Period. Don't waste no time with no man that's not worth you. Know your worth. Know your worth. Because you all are worthy. All of them. And so because of that, I was able to be a father. And they respect me for that. And initially in the relationship, I was embarrassed. I didn't want to tell them my story. I can't let these kids know what I've been and what I was doing. I can't do that. But then I said, you know what? If I truly love them, I will tell them. I will let them know what I went through. And I did. And they love me even more for that. And respect me even more so. To where though they even came with me on a few speaking engagements. So you could do anything you want, real talk. I really mean that, man. Anything you want, you can do, but you have to make your mind up right now, today, to make that choice. Right now, here, bro.
So what's the two things that you wish you could take back? Even if you can't, what's two things you think you see now, you like, oh man, I would have stopped and changed that?
Good question. First one was ever picking up a drug. Ever getting high. I wish I never would have done that. I wish I would have never rolled that blunt. I wish I never would have popped that pill. I'm just being real. I know. And see, laughing is connected. Or any drug, bro. Or any drug. Hold up. Listen. Check this out. Any drug for that matter. Because what I'm about to say now is real, whether you want to believe it or not. A drug is a drug is a drug. I don't care what it is. Anything that's taking money out of your pocket and changing your way of thinking and your perception, and you here with it, you out of your mind. That's not correct. I'm just being real. That's not correct. You can't be on point like that. You can't be on point like that in the street or in life. Period. Let's be real. Anybody get the drop on you. Anybody. And that's what happened to me in Plainfield when 40 jokers jumped on me and cracked my nose twice. Got the drop on me. Because I was peeled up. But see, this is the reality. That's why I never wish I did that. So that's a good question. I wish I never picked up a drug is number one. And number two, even more important than number one, I wish I never caused my mother any pain. That's number one. That's paramount. That's the first. I should have said that first. Because that's my mother. I don't know what type of relationship you guys have with your mothers, you ladies have with your mothers, but you only get one mom. I know you only get one father too, but come on, your mother. That's your mama. You was in her womb for months, 9 months. She carried you. Whatever she ate, you ate. Think about it. She was feeding you before you even came out the womb. There's nothing like a mother's love, man. It's crazy. I think about it a lot of times. When your mother's holding you, nobody, she's that person that's taking care of you. Nobody's around looking. She could be like, you see this little bit. But they don't do that because of that nurturing love. So yeah, that's the other one. I wish I never caused my mother any pain, man. I wish I never caused any pain. What's up, young bro?
The two happiest things for you, things that changed, the two things that changed your life.
Marrying her, number one.
Oh, we good.
Marrying my wife, number one. Number two, making the decision. The day I said, that's it, I'm changing my life. Those are the two happiest days of my life. And I remember that day too. I remember that. Go ahead, man.
Looking back, because your father wasn't around, do you think that you had anger towards, like, just generally in black men of authority that tried to help you?
Back to as far as that question is, my wife actually was the first person that brought that to my attention. Because she says, she always bigs me up, you know, Dale, you this and you that, you know, feeds into me what your woman should do, and vice versa. A man should feed into their woman. You, not just you fine, but you know, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, I'm so proud of you. And she does this back to me, vice versa, because we're helpmates. And the thing is, she said to me, you are so good as a man. Do you think your life would have been even better, or you think you would excel even more if your father was around? And initially, I said no, because I didn't want to give any weight to the fact that I needed him. I never wanted to say I needed him. But when I thought about the question, I said, I have to admit, she's right. Yes.
If your dad ever came back in your life, would you accept him?
I did. Thankfully, before he passed, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And my father was also mixed into the life of drugs. And before he passed, before he passed, I did. You know, we reconciled. I have a younger brother. And I said to him, about 3 years before he passed, I said, look, don't do to him what you did with me. James is a young kid. He never has to feel the way I felt when I was coming up. Be in his life. And I'll never forget, he looked at me and said, check you out. But no, I'm serious, Pop. Don't do that to him. He needs you. Yeah, to answer that question.
How does it feel to be alive knowing that when you, like, on your downtime, you sat back and thought about all the stuff that you did?
Whew. Blessed. Very blessed. Very blessed. Very fortunate. I've been shot, stabbed, jumped 3 times. My nose broke twice. Blessed. Blessed beyond belief that I'm here right now. That I didn't overdose on any type of drug. I've taken many different types of drugs throughout my life. I put myself in very dangerous situations. And I don't talk about them because I don't want to glorify the lifestyle. But for me to be here today is a blessing. Anyway, why even talk about that? Because I became my best customer anyway. Let's be real about it. You know what I mean? Let's be real. So you think about going to get that pack, you flipping it, and then it end up being your best customer. Come on, man. It's a 0 all the way around in the game. Period. Don't even get near the game. Don't even go near, hold on, let me say this. Don't even get near the drug games. I'm telling you, at the end, it's nothing but misery, period. Nothing. Nothing in the drug game works out. It's just the reality of it. There's no successful drug dealer or drug user. You can't tell me one. You can't tell me one, and that's the reality of it. So for that reason, just stay out of it, period. Well, let me answer it first.
I got two questions. My first question was like getting out of the habit of having those like it's like you know like when you like used to something like how you probably used to having fast money, working ever like become a into like you was making quick money, so it's like all work when I can make fast money.
Yeah. With me, that wasn't really an issue because I always like I'm a hard worker, you know. I'm a hard worker at what I do. So, and because of that, it never really was an issue to make that transition. Anyway, that was years prior. I wasn't no baller no more. Like I said, I became my best customer. That balling stuff went out the window. So now it became a necessity. It became survival. I gotta get out here and work. I gotta become a productive member of society. And that's what happened when I sat in that, when they came to get me. They came in that house, kicking the door in with dogs, slamming down the door. And these are people that took me in, kind enough to take me in. My family ain't gonna deal with me no more. These people were kind enough to take me in, babies in their home. And when parole came in there, we kicked that door open, and they had a little dog, and they sprayed the dog with mace. Thank God it didn't kill them, didn't shoot and kill them. And people were crying, and I heard about it. Because when I came later, they said, don't go near the house. They're in there right now. It's a mess. I went to Journal Square in Path Station and sat down by the train, and I was looking at people walking by me with briefcases, shopping bags, book bags. I said, everybody's living. I'm alive, but I'm not living. That's the day I made this. I walked into parole and said, I'm Dale Cummings. Turn around, put your hand behind your back. That's the day I made that choice to change my life. It was that day. Now, I just want to tell y'all, I love y'all. You guys can do anything you want to. Anything you put your mind to, you guys can do it. You are our future. I'm not just saying that, it's not cliche, it's the reality of it. I might have to depend on you one day, young brother. I might have to depend on you one day, young sister. I may have to. And you already have people in your lives now that depend on you. So the reality of it is, just keep pushing yourself. Continue to do right. Choose good people around you. And shoot for the stars. Thanks for having me.
He came in off the rip, like, yeah, I think he was like, cause I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, bye.
No, wait for Joseph coming to 9 minutes.
You must.
They got it.
He said.